Hey guys, what's up? It's Clairee. I don't know what happened to my phone. I thought I was recording. Maybe I wasn't. It's Friday. Welcome to the video. This video is for Libras. I barely got started, so don't worry. The only thing you missed was this lovely card here. It says, yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. Okay, so welcome to the video again. This is Libra reading. Could be Libra sun, moon, rising, north node, south node, cusps, cross watchers, Mars or Venus, or the unknowns. If you don't know all of those things in your partner, your twin flame, it could be that you're just drawn to this video for that type of reason. So just take it as it resonates. Ditch what doesn't resonate. And yeah, we're gonna just jump right in here because it's Friday and I want to get busy. With you. Okay, let's go ahead and take... No, we're not doing that. We're going to do this one. Sorry. Got to go with the intuition. Always go with the intuition. If you learn anything from this video, you already know, though. I don't have to tell you to, use your intuition. I mean, everybody's heard that. Everybody knows that. It's just a matter of practicing it. Life is a practice. Time to give rather than take. Okay. Interesting. And we are going to take some of these Crystal Visions cards just for our overlying energy as well. Give us what the twin flame needs to tell us. Only true messages from the energies of love and light. Hope you guys had a great week. I'm so happy it's Friday. It was a little bit of a long week. Just kind of meh. I just kept going and going. Ooh, okay. Got some little bit darker energy, but it's all swords. And we're going from kind of maybe an imbalance to more of a completion stage, more of a balance. Maybe not necessarily completion stage, but just, yeah. Well, first of all, a lot of shadow work coming up here. We will see, if that's what it is. But you can see that, just even by just looking at the colors and everything, it's almost like, it's kind of a low point. There's, it's like you may have started the shadow work that I always talk about doing. You may have started some inner work on yourself, and it's actually, it can make you feel worse for a little bit just because you have to get through it. You have to get through this raw, things and deal with these thoughts that you didn't want to deal with. Okay. So I feel like you kind of are taking that time, or you need to. This may be that you just need to really take that time. We'll see when we get deeper into the reading. But as you can see, we're starting here and it's a little bit darker, more dreary, and then it's like the sun's gonna come out, the lights. And see, it's really emanating from him. So you're gonna grow your own personal power here. That's what's kind of this overlying idea. And, you're moving from just the 7 to the king. I mean, that's a huge leap. And it's getting better. It's like you're clearing out some of your shadows by doing this shadow work. There may be one big thing, that it's a clue. Like if you have anything, that when I say imbalance, or anything negative in this reading, whatever that is for you, it's kind of like, see how he's like crouching down there, kneeling and examining it. This is why also it's shadow work. You have to look into the shadows. You have to look at the negative, the judgments, the negative things in your life, and sort of go in and flip the switch. As I always say in my program, I tell you just how to do this and more, how to manifest, how to do the inner child healing in my program. You can find in the description box below. But this is coming into your power, and I think it has to do with, this brilliant idea. I'm not going to tell you what your idea is because that's obviously a very personal thing, but I feel like your idea has to do, with kind of this healing process and getting into just a place where you're able to express yourself, figure out what you want better, and chase after that, chase your dream. Okay. So it's tempting, when we have a great idea to want to, keep it to ourselves, or, to do whatever we can to make it happen and focus on ourselves. But maybe your idea has to do with other people, or maybe you just need to, I don't know. I guess I shouldn't say too much if I just kind of want to stop myself right there. Yeah, we'll see when we get into this. which we shall do right now. I just wasn't saying it exactly how I wanted to say it, so I had to stop. Okay. All right. So we've definitely been working. It's like you feel like you're going to be working forever. Okay. There's a lot of Pentacles energy coming up right now. And, you know, we are in Capricorn. I had a lot of Pentacles energy earlier. Not Capricorn Sun, but of course Capricorn Moon. And, you know, that may be where some of this is coming from, Libra. And I'm getting the sense that, yeah, it might be like in the past, you might have felt a little bit stuck. You might have felt a little bit like just going through the motions. You may not be happy with your job. You may be like feeling like you're really under the spotlight from other people right now, and it's like hindering your growth. Okay. But you really are learning from, even if you're going through the motions, like doing a job that you don't like I feel like even if you don't really recognize it, it's helping you in a spiritual way, and it's helping you do some healing, and it can help you. Do your best at your job. Show up, do your best, you know, and just know that you're not going to be doing this forever. Okay, even though it may feel like that right now, you are made for bigger and better things than to be a slave for the man. Okay, let's just put it there. And, you know, also this is this time of giving, and this is Pentacles energy as well. This is Earth. So you're trying to get deep here and go within, but you got to go to work. You got to show up. You got to make that dough. You got to pay the bills. You got to do your housework. Who likes doing housework? Some people actually like it, okay? But I feel like Libra, you know, sometimes you just want to be, you know, doing what you want, you know? You have ideas. You have things you want to do. But it's kind of coming into a point where, yeah, you're going to start accepting it. You're going to start realizing, and all this work is basically paying off. This is what it's saying. Like, there's just a time and a place for everything. And if this time means that you do need to work harder and just give of yourself right now, then, you know, that might not be such a bad thing. It might be helping you to get healthy finances is what I'm kind of seeing, which is not really necessarily twin flame energy. But the thing that is there's that opportunity cost. So if you're working, or this could be, again, your partner, flip-flop anything at any time, your partner's working so hard. Your partner's really trying to, you know, maybe impress somebody or get a raise or, you know, improve his or her, you know, whatever, who's ever in the masculine or vice versa. Like I said, it could be anybody, but they're trying to really improve their position, and it's working. Okay. So at a certain point, it'll be like, oh, okay, you know, here we are. And I feel like you're either at this point right now, or you're like right about to be there. I mean, like days, maybe weeks, maybe possibly months, but mostly I see days, you know? And this would be, again, just feeling this, it's like having time to heal yourself, having time to kind of enjoy the fruits of all your really hard labor is really kind of what I'm seeing here. So all of these also are either very important again, or also in the future. Okay. So we have new beginnings. Of course, it's a big time of new beginnings coming through. You've nurtured something, and this, you know, has to do with it might have to do with what you've been focusing on. You may be really changing your life here, but it's going to be that long-term kind of slow build, you know what I mean? And it's about you really recognizing what you want to get out of it. So again, if you feel stuck, if you keep telling yourself you're stuck, then you're going to be more stuck, you know? But if you want to, things are really absolutely just progressing for you. And I mean, we go from a 3 to an 8 to a 9 of Pentacles. So really your money's just growing. I mean, it really is. And it's not just your money, but this could be your social standing. This could be your health. This could be your financial or vocational kind of energies as well. It could be a combination of all of your outside energies. Okay. And the way that you're doing this is because I think you've had some time to really focus on like what you want. Maybe you're doing some of the shadow work, and so it's helping you to kind of even know yourself on a deeper and better level. to know who you are and what you're really truly capable of, which, you know, I definitely don't doubt that, seeing as how you're here, you're watching this video, and, you know, you've probably done some work on yourself. And this all could be just about yourself. Again, take it as it resonates. I mean, like I said, it is yourself, because yourself is these energies. You are your energy that flows out, you know, into the world just as much as you are yourself, because that's all we are, is energy. So we can talk about this energy or that energy or that energy, but it's all you. It's all you and your energy. Okay. That's just all there is to it. Okay. But we do have to kind of remember to give to ourselves, and the best way that we can give to ourselves, especially when we're busy, especially when we're doing, you know, going to work and working on the housework and taking care of the kids and like all of these things, whatever that is for you, you know, that you have to kind of show up at and do things, you know, and it kind of feels like, oh, it's kind of mundane. The best thing to do is just to do this deep inner healing work, because that is eventually what's going to get you out of that cycle. Because when we are, you know, committed to kind of getting to the bottom of who we really are, as opposed to just going, you know, through the motions and just taking life as it comes to us, you know, then we become the Empress. We become that energy where we can make shit happen. And that's when you find your mission. Okay. So this is kind of what I feel like your focus is here. Okay. There may have been a tower moment that has separated you and your person. Okay. And it might be that all of this, you know, extra focus on work, extra focus on self-improvement, you know, in these external realms of your energy, is because you don't want to face the darkness. You don't want to face the kind of the fallout of the tower moment. This is kind of what I'm getting, you guys. So it's kind of going to take you to kind of say, hey, you know, I'm not happy with this imbalance. I'm not happy with just kind of going through the motions and working so hard, even though I think on some level you needed it. Again, everything happens for a reason. Maybe your finances needed it. Maybe your other social life needed it. Maybe your health, you know, you needed to focus on your health, or whatever these, you know, any combination of thereof, you know, again, all the habitual pentacles energies, finances, vocation, health, and home. A lot of people, I think, are going through this right now, like having, even if it's not a full out, like you're broken up, you're not talking, like even if it's not, it could be that, because again, we do have this tower moment here. And there's a lot of darkness, again, that is not really being faced. It's like what we're going through is not really in alignment with our underlying energy here. Okay. So it's almost like you're just manifest, seeing what you can do. Like you could be trying to prove, you know, to your partner that, you know, you're worthy, or that, you know, get your health right and get all fit and stuff so that they'll come back to you. And you got to realize that's not it right now. And, you know, getting your life together on the outside is fine and dandy, but that's not what's going to, you know, really get you the happiness that you want and really get you to the union that you want. Okay. This is much deeper than that. And you do have to kind of deal with this tower moment on a deeper level. Okay. And if you're not resonating with this, remember these were upside down. Okay. So that could also mean that even though you've been working on yourself, getting better in every way, you know, that, and even though like love is on your mind, that you're going to have, you know, this tower moment. And then, yeah, but it's a lot of this is not facing it. Okay. This is not facing it. You're not giving enough to yourself either. Okay. You need to give to yourself. And by giving to yourself, I mean real, truly. She's got her eyes closed because she's going within here. Okay. It is this earthly energy. It's connecting the dots of why the tower moment is happening to you. You have to like face it. You have to face it. Why did this happen? And I'm not just saying like, oh, you know, because my DM did this, that's why. Like, not on a superficial level. I'm talking about going deeper and thinking about why. Because right now what we have is very clear. It's clear as day. You are manifesting it, okay? You are manifesting. See, this is the manifestation card as well, okay? Every time you get close to your goal, it's taken away. Wow, I have chills right now. every time you feel like every time you get too comfortable with your partner, things fall down. And you know why that is? Because with twin flames, this happens to me a lot. And at first I recognized it with when, honestly, this is kind of personal, but when I would buy lingerie, okay? If I started to buy lingerie or had the urge to go buy lingerie, then it would mean that, you know, we were gonna like pull apart. In the past, this was a cycle that I literally, like, more than once, more than twice, like, this was a part of our cycle. And, you know, I kind of now am putting it together and realizing that, you know, it's not because I was too comfortable and that I did anything or, you know, anything. I always thought it was something that I was doing, you know, but it really, what it is, a lot of times, it's that your partner, probably the DM, if you're the, you know, you're probably the DF watching this video, just the energy, not necessarily the gender, or, you know, at least this is how it is sometimes, because again, the energies can change. But what happened, again, the explanation for that, sorry, I'm a little bit all over the place. It's kind of a difficult concept to explain. But whenever I would get really comfortable, he would get really comfortable. And when the person, you know, the runner gets really comfortable and they start to like want more and they start to feel that like pull themselves so much more, it scares the ever living shit out of them, honestly, to have something so deep, something that they never felt before, something that throws them off balance, that they don't know how to deal with. And again, at that point, that's when the fears come up for a lot of DMs. A lot of DMs have these fears, you know, am I good enough? Can I, you know, a lot of it comes down to, unfortunately, in this society, when the male or the divine masculine is in the relationship, it comes down to like, you know, can I give enough? Do I have what it takes to provide? Or, you know, like all of those sorts of things. But, you know, it's like, you know, oh, scared of breaking her heart, or, you know, those kind of energies come up and they just don't know how to process it. They don't have that, like for the divine feminine, it's not like we have everything figured out, but we trust in our instincts enough to know when we feel that connection, we know what that is. You know what I mean? We can figure it out like right away. And it's not that they don't feel it, because your partner feels it too. They just don't know how to process it. They don't know what to do with it. Okay? Because they're raised in a society that says, run, run, run. Be the George Clooney's of the world. Be a player. You know, shop around, you know, especially in this day and age, shop around till you're like 50 for the right one. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, there's so many things against us. And it is exactly that type of social conditioning, and whatever conditioning, I guess all conditioning is social conditioning, but it's that type of conditioning that might just be the things that you need to deal with. Okay. And, you know, doing the shadow work, getting my program, getting in there and figuring out what are these things that are blocking you? What is getting in your way? Because what is blocking you is the same thing that's blocking your partner. Could be in a different way, could be in the exact same way, just you may not even see it. I know that if you know that you're a twin flame, which is probably why you're here watching this video, you know, then you will already have recognized, you know, just really crazy, like simultaneous things, synchronicities that happen with you and your partner. I've noticed this the whole 10 years I've been with my partner. It's like, wow, you're going through the same thing as I am. A lot of the times if our kids are, you know, acting crazy or, you know, getting in trouble or whatever, we have to extra focus. They are too at that exact same time. Even this is crazy example. It was this week, early in the week. My DM just happened to be doing his fence that day. And I live in a condo where they do everything for me, and I didn't know. I knew they were going to do it, but I didn't know. That very day that he built his fence, I got a new fence in my backyard. It's just like, what are the odds? Like, I've never got a new fence in the whole 10 years I've known him, and now he gets a new fence, right? You know, like, it's just weird. It's just weird. And so anyway, these things that happen, it's like you're learning from each other. You essentially are part of each other. You know, I don't like the whole, they're half of your soul, like whatever. But if you like to view it that way, you can. Obviously, you're allowed to do that. But they're definitely part of you. You're definitely a pair, you know. You're definitely experiencing some of the same things here. And as you get better with it, as you do your work, it's going to rub off on them emotionally, energetically, just through the ethers, like all of it. You won't even have to say anything. But then when you talk, you will, and it'll like reinforce it, and they'll follow in your footsteps, and, you'll both start to heal at the same time, just like I said, because you're so connected. Okay. So then at that point, when you go in, you're going to deal with these thoughts, beliefs, expectations that are placed upon us that we just stumble upon through life. And it could be deeper and darker than that. I feel like there's definitely numerous things that we need to deal with here, okay, that are really getting in your way and causing these tower moments, causing this cycle where you come back to tower moment time and time again, okay? And hopefully you've noticed a pattern where you're already doing some work and your tower moments are getting smaller and smaller and smaller, okay? I'm kind of feeling like you're putting together the pieces of this puzzle, of this cycle, okay? And this brilliant idea and everything that we have here, giving to yourself, all of this is really going to help you. Focus on this new idea. Focus on your own self. Focus, it's good that you're focusing on your outer energies, but we really need to go within here as well, because I feel like you've improved your life a lot. You really have. But you're just giving to the job, giving to the kids, giving to the home, giving to, all of this stuff. But again, what really needs attention right now and what's really going to help your relationship is for you to go deep into, again, these thoughts and beliefs and expectations. So ShadowWork is where it's at. Okay, again, go to the description box below or klairee.com and figure out how to get my program. It's very inexpensive. It's way cheaper than therapy. You can do it from the comfort of your own home. You can watch them again and again, which I recommend. ShadowWork too. This is a way of life. It will change you. It will change your life. And this is what's great about the shadow work, is that it's so instantaneous. It's like you really get in there, you flip the switch, and you automatically start seeing things in new ways. Okay. That's why it's like flip the switch. That's what it's all about. And it's going to help you to start manifesting, what you want, rather than manifesting, these tower moments over and over inadvertently. And it also has to do with, this abundance and, again, this love getting deeper. The love for yourself is going to get deeper. It's going to overflow to others. But again, you kind of felt like you've been 40, it's like you're overdue here. You're 42 weeks. You're about to pop any day. You're just wondering when this new beginning is going to come. I'm not saying you're pregnant. I'm just saying, like, that's the stage that you're at. It's like you've been waiting for something, for this union, for these tower moments to stop. You've been doing the positive thinking. You've been trying. But now with this, and this is what happened to me. I had been doing the law of attraction for 15 years. I've been doing the law of attraction for 15 years. And I met my twin flame 10 years ago. So, of course, for those 5 years, I started learning the law of attraction, just The Secret and The Magic of Thinking Big and all these different books and stuff. And I would practice it, and it helped me to get out of a, abusive relationship. It helped me to get a great job that I loved and was able to save a lot of money on childcare for my kids, because I worked at a daycare and they learned a lot. It was great for them. Again, as soon as I started learning the law of attraction, everything started getting better and better and better in my life. And then, so by the time I met my twin flame, I was relatively good at it. I knew that it worked. I was putting it into action, but I really, for the past 10 years, was kind of stuck in a way, at not necessarily at the law of attraction in general, but just I wanted to use it towards my relationship, but it just wasn't working because I wasn't getting down to the nitty gritty. I wasn't getting down to the brass tacks, that were actually causing problems. Okay. So it's going to clear stuff up for you that you didn't even know was getting in your way, okay? These thoughts, beliefs, and expectations, a lot of times they're totally subconscious. We don't even think of them. That's why we have to consciously go in and deal with it, okay? And again, I have so many videos. My program is 30 videos. It's hours upon hours, okay? People tell me I need to charge more, because it's a steal, okay? It can help you. And again, it's going to help you not only in your relationship, but with every other thing, attracting abundance, attracting everything, finding your true purpose and getting into your true mission. Again, so you don't have to serve the man all the time. Okay. And how to have this great, health and wealth and abundance, without slaving away so hard, with having that freedom, that we all want to have. Okay. So it's going to work so good. And again, this is making me think of what I just said. It's a steal about my program. It's a steal. You are going to grow so much that you're going to be like, literally, I'm stealing from this person. But this is going to bring you into balance, okay? This is going to bring you away from, again, the tense here. This is not a home, what you've been doing and going back and forth with these tower moments and this cycle that you've been going through, and separation and together and separation, whatever, your actual twin flame cycle is. It's always felt like the winds could just come and blow it all down. And they do. The winds would, once the wind started blowing, your home, your homey feeling, you could feel like all of your love almost blew away, but it's like that feeling of closeness, of the bond. It feels like it just blows away with the wind. There's no foundations, there's no roots. And it's not true. I think you obviously have roots. Your twin flame is solid, but you just don't know it. I feel like it's solid, but it maybe could get a lot more solid. Okay. And again, this points to shadow work as well. Okay. Because we've got the darkness inside of the tents, and you've got these people back here that are also kind of bonding, and they're having their shadow moment while this person's all alone. Okay. It's almost like you were trying to steal their heart. Again, back to what I said earlier about don't try to, get all fit and, beautiful and, make your home beautiful. Like, that's not the shit that really matters in your relationship. What really matters in your relationship is figuring out your own self. I just made a video about coming into union or unity with your own self before you come into union with your partner. Very good video to watch. It's one of the most recent videos that I've had to this video. So, this is it, okay? This is it. This is what we're doing, okay? You're wanting to get to a much more stable place, a much more place with your partner where you feel like you're in that union that is that familial bond. It's like you have that unconditional love. They have that for you. You don't doubt this. It's not just going to blow away, when any old storm comes through. And you'll see that after you do the shadow work, especially when you do it repetitively, which I feel like you really need to do right now, then you're going to be able to withstand those storms. And you're going to look back and be like, damn, look at that. Like, that used to happen, and I used to get all, woo-woo crazier. I'm thinking like, they're telling me batshit crazy, but I'm not calling you batshit crazy. I'm going to take one more card here off the top. Yeah, see, you're balancing it out. You're figuring it out. When you guys get your shit together here, which you will if you do this work, if you get my program and you do it, it's called the Aloha Switch program. If you do the program, then I can guarantee that you will move, towards you. The more you do the work, the more you listen and watch the program and get it embedded into your subconscious and actually follow through with doing what I say. I'm not trying to be cocky or whatever, but it's worked for me. Like, my whole entire, and it was right in the moment that I needed it the most. Literally, I flipped the fucking switch. And it was not, it felt like it was like, wow, like a big wake up call, aha moment. But it doesn't happen overnight. This, again, it is a lifestyle. So you do have to commit to it, but it's so freaking worth it. It is so freaking worth it. And you are beautiful. You are an angel. And your partner is too. And you are supported by these beautiful energies, whatever you want to call them. I don't care what you call them, angels of love and light, just energies of love and light, fairy dust, pixies. I don't care what you're calling these, but you're supported. And I'm feeling ancestors cheering you on, watching you, just really wanting you to do your best. And I feel like you are going to come into this goddess queen, angel queen that you really are, that this is your true legacy. Okay. But it's not going to happen. It's that know thyself, know thyself, know thyself to love thyself. This is what it is. You just got to dig out. Again, it's just these beliefs and expectations that get in your way, okay? And going through the shadow work will lead you even deeper work to the inner child healing. And once you get, once you do all of this work and focus on this and make this your lifestyle, then guess what? You're not only going to come into union, because of course your person is going to really realize, how they truly feel about you and be able to, again, kind of put the connections together with themselves after you do the work. Again, it helps them. And you can see the color change here too. It's just like it's going to be gradual. I'm not going to lie and say, we can do this right away. It's going to take some time, but we're going from a darker place. The more shadow work you got to do after you do the shadow work, then it'll start to clear up. Okay, then you'll start to feel more pure about yourself and more deserving, and like all of these things will happen and it'll just come together. And this is what you're going to be left with. Okay, you're going to be a messenger here. Okay, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. Okay, so believe and stay in this connection to understand, that everything happens for a reason and that you had to go through what you had to go through in order to get to this point to be able to help others, and I feel like, on some level, like, again, what your mission is. You just like don't fully have all the pieces together yet, which, is totally normal and totally to be expected. But again, when you get in here and do this shadow work, you're not only going to come together with your person, but you're going to come together with your mission. And eventually, the more work you do, the faster you guys can possibly get into mission together and really, again, like change the world, and the judgment too is about the shadow work. It's all about the shadow work. It's about taking these dark depths and bringing back the purity. Because here's what it is. Whenever we do the shadow work, we look at the dark parts of our own life, our beliefs, our expectations, our thoughts, our judgments about others. When we, sometimes when you're just like, oh, I can't even stand this person and I don't even know why. Like, aren't I a good person? Don't I, like, and you're like actually doubting yourself, being like, why am I such a shallow bitch? Like, why am I so obsessed with this person? Why, this or that? And you have obsessions, you have just these things that you don't want. These thoughts, again, thoughts, beliefs, expectations. But as you start to do the shadow work, you start to see the purity in your own self. See, he's wearing meh colors, okay? He's wearing the white, okay? So he is actually realizing that he is pure, and that even though he had these thoughts, these, lower energy beliefs, thoughts and expectations, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make him any less pure. It was there to show him something. Okay? It was there for a reason. Okay? There really is no, how do I say this? It doesn't matter, like if you have negative thoughts, it doesn't make you a bad person. Okay? It doesn't even matter if you do negative things. Again, it all helps you to be able to help others in the future. It's just very, very clear. And whenever you know that you're pure and you know that you have good intentions, it's easier for you to act on them in the future, and it's easier for you to really see your full potential and the full purity and beauty and enlightenment and like all of these higher things that you really do have inside of you and that you really are destined for. Okay? So I hope this is resonating with you. I hope it's making sense. Again, I'm feeling like these things. You know what you need to do. That something's got to give. You can't just work like this and keep on getting these results at this pace. It's like, what is there left, that you want? Well, there seems like there's one big thing that you want that you're not getting. It's almost like you have everything going for you right now, except for your relationship's just not where you want it. Okay? So, do that shadow work, man. Do that shadow work. It's going to take all of your efforts. It's going to magnify them. It's like you've been working hard. Now you're going to be working smart. Okay? And you're really going to get amazing results. You're going to have this purity, this matter-of-factness, the confusion, the sadness, depression. It's going to lift. It's going to lift hardcore. You're going to come into your own. And again, so is your person. Okay? This is the divine feminine. This is the divine masculine. Okay? The divine feminine clears her shit up first, you know, and then, you know, your partner, your DM will follow. You're the queen, they're the king. You know, they're the hierophant, you're the high priestess. You're going to come together in passion. You guys, like I said in the beginning, you know, you're angels. You're angels and you're here for a purpose. And part of your purpose is to be together. And that's another thing with coming into this realization of who you really are. You know, you're not in this toxic relationship because you're addicted, you're codependent, blah, blah, blah. No, you know, and they're not a narcissist either. You know, we all act certain ways at certain times. We may have habits and tendencies, but you are divine. You are divine. The more you realize it and start to live it out, you know, the faster you will be exactly where you want. And it's going to help your passion together, of course, but it's also, again, going to help your passion for life. And you're going to wake up and you're going to be like ready to go. Like, I'm so excited to wake up. It's not this, dread, like, I got to go work for somebody else. Everything's all blah, 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 blah. Okay. It's kind of like cold, dark world here, you know? This reminds me of The Office where you have no windows and you have no like fresh air and, you know, you're working on it. You're working on it and you're going to get to this amazing place where, like, again, every day is vibrant. You're helping people. You're going to have this mission that is just like makes you feel so connected and so good. It's like everything you ever wanted, but it's like what you didn't know you even wanted. So anyway, I feel like I'm rambling and repeating myself, so I will let you guys go here. Don't forget to check out the program. I do packages too where you can have, you know, personal readings along with the program. I have a direct unlimited coaching club where you can ask me unlimited questions. I have a Patreon where you can get extended readings on really anything. If you just have, it's $5 a month, and then you can tell me your sign,